Right now, somewhere on the motorway network, a driver is getting fined without ever being pulled over. No blue lights in the mirror, no officer at the roadside. Just a letter that lands on the doormat days later, with a fine and points attached, for something they may not even have realized they'd done. Welcome back to Pension and Benefits Guide, the channel where we cut through confusing rules and tell you plainly what actually matters to your money and your everyday life. Today's topic affects nearly everyone who drives, so let's get straight into it. I'll be honest with you first, there's a lot of nonsense circulating online claiming some brand new law started overnight and you must fit special equipment to your car by tomorrow. That's not true. What is true is quieter, but far more important. The rules that already exist are now being enforced far more thoroughly, and it's catching a lot of careful, ordinary drivers off guard. Here's the big shift. Enforcement is now largely automatic. A camera records you, a computer processes it, and the fine and points arrive through the post days or weeks later. No conversation, no officer at the scene, and these penalties are very rarely overturned once issued. So it's no longer about spotting a police car and behaving. It's about knowing you may be watched at any point by a machine, with no warning at all. If this straight-talking, no panic breakdown is useful, hit subscribe, it genuinely helps more drivers find this. First up, mobile phone detection cameras. These are AI cameras that look down into your car and can spot a driver holding a phone, entirely automatically. They're now running across more motorways, dual carriageways, and ordinary roads too. And the penalty is serious, a £200 fine and 6 points. If you passed your test within the last 2 years, 6 points means losing your license and starting again from scratch. For everyone else, it's a big chunk toward the 12 points that get you banned. And it's not just calls. Glancing at a message, tapping something, changing a song, checking a notification at a red light, all of it counts if the phone's in your hand. So the safe rule is simple: while driving, the phone doesn't come into your hand at all. Keep it in the glove box, a bag, or the back seat. But the most important part is this next one, because it catches careful drivers precisely because they think they're being careful. Average speed cameras don't work like the old ones where you dab the brakes and carry on. They clock your time entering and leaving a stretch of road and calculate your average speed across the whole distance. So braking for one camera achieves nothing. You'll see these mainly through long roadworks with a 50 miles per hour limit and along major routes. People drift a few miles over, assuming a little bit is fine, but sitting at 54 in a 50 for a couple of miles gets recorded and posted as a fine, no warning at all. Through any average speed zone, set your speed at or just under the limit and hold it steady the whole way. Here's where the real impact becomes clear. On smart motorways, watch for the red X above a lane. It's strictly enforced with cameras, fine and points included. But obey it for your safety, not just the fine, because that lane is often closed due to a broken down vehicle, accident, or person just ahead out of sight. Move out of it the moment you see it, every time. And if you break down on a stretch with no hard shoulder, look for an emergency refuge area, a marked lane set back from the road. Get to the next one if you can. If you're stuck in a live lane and can't, get behind the safety barrier if it's safe, and call for help. Middle lane hogging is another one people don't realize is a real offense. Sitting in the middle lane when the inside lane is clear is a specific careless driving offense, with a fine and points attached. Keep to the left-hand lane, and only use the middle or outer lanes to overtake, then return left. And speeding enforcement overall has gotten tougher this year. Minimum fines have gone up, the speed awareness course is getting harder to qualify for, so more people simply get points instead, and tolerance margins are tightening. The safe approach now is to drive to the actual limit, not the limit plus the bit of leeway you used to count on. So here's what it all means. Enforcement is overwhelmingly automatic now. You often won't know you've been caught until the letter arrives, and these penalties are hard to challenge. But protecting yourself comes down to a few simple habits. Keep your phone out of your hands completely. Hold your speed steady through roadworks and average speed zones. Move out from under a red X immediately. Keep left and less overtaking. And drive to the limit, not past it. Do those 5 things, and that letter never comes. One more practical tip: make sure the address on your driving license and vehicle registration is current, since all of this works by post. It takes 10 minutes to update and saves a lot of trouble. And remember, I'm not the police or the driving authorities. For the official position, check gov.uk directly, not an alarming post on social media. If you ever get a penalty you believe is wrong, there's a proper challenge process listed right on the notice. So to recap, phone stays out of your hands, hold your speed through average zones, always move from under a red X, keep left and less overtaking, and keep your address updated. 5 simple habits, and this whole system stops being something to worry about. If this helped, share it with anyone who spends time on the motorways, and subscribe for more straight-talking breakdowns like this. Let me know in the comments, which of these 5 surprised you most? We've got another one coming soon, digging deeper into how these average speed zones actually calculate your fine, so keep an eye out for that. Drive safely, keep that phone out of your hands, and I'll see you in the next one.